video, I'm going to be talking to you about the cool things there are to do here when living or visiting this beautiful town called Apple Valley, California. And you're going to want to stay tuned to the end because I'm going to tell you what nobody else is going to tell you when living here in Apple Valley.
Apple Valley, California. I have grown up in Apple Valley, California since 1984, believe it or not. I did move away for a short time to our local mountains of the city called Big Bear. I'm sure you've heard of Big Bear. It's about an hour drive from Apple Valley, California. So we're going to check out what there is to do here in Apple Valley. Let's start off with All Saints Lunatic Asylum. This place is super, super cool. Not only do they have things that go on during Halloween, but they do like to do things on other holidays like Christmas. They do things on Easter and Valentine's Day, and they even do ghost hunting. This place is super, super dope, and I would definitely check them out if you're ever in Apple Valley. While we're on the north side of Apple Valley, I am going to touch base on our Apple Valley Airport. Apple Valley Airport is small. It is not for the larger planes, it is for the small planes, but they do have a cafe here called Little Aviation Cafe. I'm sorry. So definitely be sure to check them out. Look them up on the web and see what their hours are. It is definitely a little cool restaurant to check out. Another cool place that would be to check out during the summer months in Apple Valley would be Apple Valley Civic Park. Apple Valley Civic Park does hold music. It's called Music in the Park. It is actually really cool. They have a huge amphitheater that they set up, and they put a big stage, and you could sit in the grass, and it's really awesome. Really, really cool to check out. Apple Valley does have tons and tons of parks. Here's Brewster Park on the north ends as well of Apple Valley. This park does hold an annual fireworks celebration. They do have tons of vendors. They have activities for the kids and family. It does get packed, so definitely give yourself some time to enjoy things, and definitely when you are leave. And just remember that the high desert does not permit fireworks of any kind. A few other parks, there's Sunset Hills Memorial Park and Mortuary. It is a graveyard site, but they do hold weddings there. They do have a great venue. I actually took my headshot there for my real estate card, my business card. But it is nice. I do know quite a few people that are laid at rest there. Horseman Civic Park. They do some BMX riding out there as well, which is really, really cool if you're into that. They do have tons of other little parks like Mendel Park. They do have Yucca Park here in Apple Valley. They have the James Wood Community Center, which has tons of baseball fields. They have an Apple Valley skate park there. They have an indoor area for basketball, and they have tons of baseball fields on both sides. Also, I did forget to mention about the Civic Center Park. That's where I really like to go to walk our dogs, especially when it's hot out because they do have shaded trees and they do have a dog park. They have a separate large dog park, and then they have also a small dog park. But they have sidewalks that I like to take our roller skates on and all that good stuff. They also have another really cool walking area over here off Apple Valley Road. If you go down by Just Ranch, it is part of the Mojave River Walk in Victorville, because this is what separates Victorville and Apple Valley is the Mojave River. But if you go along the trails here, it is really, really nice. They have just an outside trail here that goes along in all this, but just do remember that this is a housing track on the other side. But it's nice, like especially certain times of the year, you'll see the water in the Mojave River. Apple Valley does have a library that is going to be on the north side of Apple Valley as well by the Civic Center Park. It's actually in the same shopping center. Civic Center Park. We also have the Apple Valley Police Department over there. But this is also a big area for shopping. We have, of course, right now the Target, we have a Dollar Tree, Ross. There is an Old Navy in there as well, which is really, really cool. We had one years ago in our local mall, but it had not been here in I don't even know how long, but that we finally got one. There is a conference center there as well. UPS store. One of my favorite places to eat is this Organic Fusion Tea House and Cafe. If you're in the mood for Mexican food, the Viva Maria's is really good. They do have a gym here. And then on the other side, they have Walmart, they have Albertsons to shop and stuff. Also, I did want to touch base on a couple warehouses we do have locally for um, employment. We do have a Big Lots and also a Walmart distribution center, but we are also getting tons of warehouses built on this end because of the BIG project in Barstow. We are also having the Bright Line train that's running all the way from Vegas to LA that is running right through us, Apple Valley. So we will have a stop here on the north end of Apple Valley. Bell Mountain is also a cool spot to check out if you like to hike. Just be careful because in the desert there are wildlife. One big thing about Apple Valley is there are tons of dirt areas to take your ATVs and your off-road vehicles. But one thing I do want to be mindful is still obey the laws. A lot of accidents happen every year. It is something that I grew up on. I grew up on dirt bikes, and quads are my favorite, but we definitely have to be mindful when riding. But there are lots of local places around here. Um, a lot back here in the northern Apple Valley. Like all of this is just completely desert. So like I said, though, please obey the law. Another cool spot for shopping in the south side of Apple Valley is Bear Valley and Apple Valley Road. This area is really getting huge. We do have a Target. There's a Winco Foods. There is a nice movie theater. We have a 24-hour fitness. There's a Best Buy. There's tons of other little shopping. There's a Sephora. We got Red Robin. There's tons and tons of restaurants here. We have a AAA. We have OG's Pizza. We have an Applebee's and all this other good stuff. We have a Chase Bank on this side. If you cross the way here, we have a Home Depot and a bunch of other shopping centers that have food places and nail places and dentist office and all kinds of stuff. And then we also have a Stater Brothers on this side. And this also has a bunch of shopping and the Baskin Robbins and all this over here. We have a Lowe's and we also have a Walgreens in the shopping center. This is a large shopping center as well with different places to eat and Wells Fargo and then El Pollo Loco. We have a Sonic drive-through, which is awesome. But then my favorite is right across the street here. They are going to be building a Sprouts, a Raising Cane's, and yes, I know, another car wash. But the way the desert is improving and we are only getting larger. So we do have tons of schools here in Apple Valley. We have the Sitting Bull Academy. We have Apple Valley High School. We have Oak Hills High School. We have tons of elementary schools. We do have a few choice schools as well. And Vanguard Preparatory School, that is a choice school as well. We have 2 animal shelters. We also have pet grooming places, Beagles and Buddies. We do have a dog stay in, boarding and grooming in Apple Valley. Different price points in Apple Valley. Let's go up here. So we do have tons of different price points in Apple Valley. As you can see, these are modular homes. Most of these you do not own the land, so these are a little bit less expensive. but we do have all kinds of ranges. One thing about the high desert is affordability when it comes to housing. So for the rent and also owning houses, it's very affordable. That's why the demand to keep up with the businesses is awesome, because a lot of people are still relocating here because of the affordability we have. Look at this pool home, $390,000 for a pool home. This is insane. That's crazy in California. I'm sure that one's going to go fast if it's not already pending. But as you can see, we have different price points here. We also have larger price points when it comes to $1 million homes. We do have $1 million homes here too. So we have all different types of homes. We have housing tracts homes with sidewalks and some without sidewalks. We have, like where I'm located in the Marianas, it's a more rural area. So we definitely have more land, and we're right up against the mountainside here. This is all government property. So some of the properties out here you'll see that are on propane and wells and septic and stuff like that. So definitely be mindful when you are looking in the high desert, because there are so many different types of home styles. We do have Apple Valley St. Mary's Medical Center. That is our only hospital here in Apple Valley, but the good news is it did just get approved to be a level 4 trauma center. The closest trauma center is Lake Arrowhead, and that is down the hill, they say. But it's definitely a good hour away. So that's without traffic. So it's nice to know that they are keeping it up. Apple Valley also has tons of medical offices. We have tons of dental offices to choose from. We do have a couple hotels, nothing to really rant and rave about, but we do. There is 2 golf courses here in Apple Valley. If you do like to golf, they are both open to the public. Apple Valley Golf Course is off Highway 18, and then we do have the Ashwood Golf Course on the southern end of Apple Valley. It has 3 different courses to choose from. This whole area is surrounded by tract homes. Part of it is senior citizen community. The Del Webb in Sun City, it is gorgeous. Definitely goals for when I become a senior citizen. The Deep Creek area a lot of this part is agriculture. So you do have a lot of horses and sheep and chickens and all that good stuff. So certain areas are only allow that. So keep that in mind as well if you're ever looking to move to the area. The best part about Apple Valley in the summertime is there is a local pool. Again, at the Civic Center Park, there is a local pool that you could use. And it is very inexpensive. It's only a few bucks to get in. The hours are different, so just be mindful to keep up to date on the hours. So Apple Valley takes up both sides, north and south of Bear Valley Road. Once you get over past the Mojave River, it becomes Victorville on the north side and Hesperia on the south side. Apple Valley also goes all the way to Lucerne. There is a point where it does stop and come Lucerne from Apple Valley, but this part over here is still Apple Valley, believe it or not. And this is the part I was talking about where our wells and propane, we call it the boondocks, but or BFE, if you know what that stands for. But yeah, that's just a few things. And then a couple other areas of Apple Valley that you need to be aware of is lingo. So we have the Marianas, we have Desert Knolls area, right? We also have this area, this we like to call like North Apple Valley. There's an area over here off Highway 18 in Rancherias, and they call this area Felony Flats. we will be talking about that later in a different video. But there's just some key points. I'm hoping this kind of covers a lot. I know this might be a long video, but I just wanted to kind of really touch base on how cool of a little city Apple Valley is and the lifestyles that live here.
Okay, so you stayed to the end. So you want to know my inside scoop? People abandon their dogs here all the time. I don't know what it is. It's the whole high desert. It's not just Apple Valley. So if you're going to watch my Victorville videos, my Hesperia videos, my Oak Hills videos, Lucerne Valley videos, any of my other high desert videos, I'm going to be talking about this because this is something that people don't talk about, I feel like, enough. Why do people feel the need to abandon dogs? I don't get it. I really don't. So if you are like me and you want to make a change, let's start talking about it. Let's start trying to think of ways to fix it. And I know the major thing is getting your dogs, like I'm going to be like Bob Barker, get your pets spayed or neutered. I mean, that's really the only way to stop it. So that's my inside scoop. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. And if you liked it, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Till the next one.